Well, this year we decided to reflect on Matthew 7:7. Ask, seek, knock. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it will be opened. And you have to ask yourself, why does it say the same thing 3 times? Why does it repeat? And then I realized, I think through the grace of prayer, frankly, praying with my wife, we talked together about this particular scripture passage. I think we both came to see, well, it actually isn't the same thing 3 times. There's an internal progression in that story, if you will. Asking. Anyone asks. Asking is just a mere curiosity. Asking is just the simple inquiry. Asking is just the wondering. You might not even go to Google. You just wonder what it is, and maybe when I get home, I'll take a look. I'm just asking. It's the simplest of beginnings of wonder. It's the most nascent sense of questions that begin in a human person. The next level is seeking. Now all of a sudden you're sitting up. Now all of a sudden you get out of your chair and go to your phone and start Googling it or something. Now you've committed yourself. Now you've moved from sort of simple inquiry to, well, no, I'm seeking. It suggests an embodied engagement. I'm not just wondering, lying in the grass. I'm going to get up. I'm going to seek. And then there is that beautiful third moment of knocking. You can imagine the terror of it. You only knock on a door where you anticipate another person. You don't just knock anywhere. You only knock on doors where you suspect that there's going to be a personal encounter about to happen. Well, that's a long way from merely asking. That's much more intimate and much more vulnerable than merely seeking. Now you're knocking. Our programs are a plan of accompaniment to meet that student as they ask, to train that student in their seeking, and to prepare that student for knocking. We train that person as they ask. We accompany them in their questions, wherever they're at when they come into our program. We honor them in their asking. We honor them in their wonder. And then we introduce them into the discipline of seeking. Look here, not there. Read this, not that. This voice, not that voice. Think of it this way, not that way. And we help them mature in their search. But ultimately, the theologian has to step aside. Ultimately, the theologian must get out of the way and encourage simply that person to knock, whether that's at the liturgy, whether that's prayer, whether that's the sacrament of reconciliation, whether that's in the quiet of their own home. They must knock. They must take the risk of opening themselves up to the encounter with a person, in fact, a divine person. Ask, seek, knock. We meet you in your asking, serve you in your seeking, and get out of the way when it comes to knocking.